What's up, everybody? It's your host, Jaden from Illini Daily. And I'm sorry I got a little emotional last episode. I was just really frustrated with the fact that we lost to Wisconsin again. But you know what? It's March Madness season, and I will be talking about March Madness all week. But right now, I wanted to take a break from basketball. Let's get back to football, my favorite sport. I feel like it's everybody else's favorite sport. So let's just get back into it. And today I'm going to be talking about some more freshman recruits. And the formula today is basically just breaking some more down and just talk about from the running back position because we got a couple of freshman running back recruits that I feel like are going to make a difference right away, if not in the future. I feel like they're going to be very, very good for us, and I'm very excited to talk about. But first things first, let's just talk about the running back position. The running back position basically sets up our multiple offense. It breaks down the defenses for us so we know what type of passes we can work off of. If not that, the RPOs, which is run pass option. It also breaks down where we're going to make our play action plays. It also breaks down the deep throws. So, great example of this is when Chase Brown was playing against Charlotte. The entire time they kept putting the defenders far away from everybody. So there's no point in passing the ball if they're just going to be deep in coverage. So we kept running the ball, and therefore Jace Brown got his historic game of going off. So stuff like that is basically easy ways of breaking down defenses. Running backs also show where they're playing man. It does a great job of also showing who's targeting who within the run scheme, and it shows what the flow of the defense is going against our offense. So running the ball is very, very crucial and important for any type of offense. It breaks down the defense. It causes them to be tired. It also causes them to be afraid of certain schemes. So running the ball is very, very important, especially in the Illinois offense, because we want to break down our defenses. We don't want to make a lot of mistakes. So running the ball is very crucial in that, and these running backs do a great job that I'm going to be talking about. And the first running back I am talking about is Javari Barnett, our new power speed back. His film looks really, really good. He only makes one cut and one cut only. He goes straight downhill. He doesn't want to make any crucial extra steps. He does a great job of showing his diverse breakaway speed. And like I said, he only makes one cut. He does a great job of powering through tackles. He also does a great job of just showing his effort and force within a run. He's really, really fun to watch. He's only a 3-star recruit, but I think he should have been, a 4-star. But he's 6'1", 210 from the Tampa Bay area. Played at Tampa Bay Tech. Did a great job. In his first senior start, he had a 160-yard rushing game against Florida's defending 7A state champions. And he also ran track, which means he's going to have breakaway speed, and he's a really fast guy. I feel like his power and his speed go well with one another, and my pro comp for him is DeMarco Murray. If you guys remember DeMarco Murray in the Titans and even Dallas, he did a really, really good job of showing his power, but also being a speed receiving type back. DeMarco Murray was really, really fun to watch for me personally as a guy who really studies linebackers and running backs. DeMarco Murray is probably a perfect fit. He's a little smaller than Javari, I would say, but Javari does a great job of showing his, mobile balance and being a bigger type of back, very top heavy, and does a great job of showing his speed and resilience. I feel like he could be a possible starter, if not future starter. We can also put him around the offense regardless of what we're doing, because our multiple offense, we can have 2 backs in there, if not 3. We can do a great job of just using a great amount of backs in the backfield. So I feel like Javari could be a really, really good day one starter, if not in the future. He could be a really good special teams guy. Like I said, he's really, really fast, and he's got really, really good power. Maybe he could be on kickoff or kick return, using him for different stuff. He also showed off blocking in some of his tape, and he could be possibly used as a receiver to get blocks in. So I feel like he could be used in a versatile amount of ways. And he's a bigger running back, so maybe he could possibly play fullback and we do some trickery plays, putting him fullback, and then he gets suddenly a 20-yard run or a 30-yard run. So I would only say his weakness is his true breakaway speed. His true breakaway speed, he can get you an easy 20-yard start, but after that, it's not the craziest amount of speed. His power is really, really versatile. He does a great job of stiff arming, trucking, and separating himself in tackles. But yet again, he's not crazy fast. He just has really quick bursts and does a really, really good job of breakaway. The next guy I do want to talk about, I feel like could be really, really used in a different amount of ways. Uh, Nelson Wheeler, our new diverse back, I feel like we can possibly use him as a receiver. Now, he doesn't have a lot of receiving tape, but he does have a crazy amount of catches that I feel like we could possibly use him as a receiver, if not in the slot, just for like easy handoffs or like jet passes. That's a really good way of saying it because he has a lot of tape of him catching the ball with a couple of times one handed because his QB made some bad throws. He's from Grand Island, Nebraska. Miller South was his high school, and he had some really, really dope tape. He had 746 yards and 14 touchdowns and averaged 8.5 yards per carry as a senior, along with 119 receiving yards and one receiving touchdown. So this guy is a go-getter. He's obviously really, really fast. That average yards is crazy, 8.5. And he ran track, finished sixth in Nebraska's Class A finals in 100 meters and 200 meters as a sophomore. And he had offers from all over the place. But I could see him used in a different amount of ways. His player comp is Devontae Freeman. They have very similar styles. We can use him as a receiver. He has really, really good breakaway speed. He's really good at cutting. His footwork is pretty precise. He's not the biggest guy in the world. He's 5'9", 205 pounds. But in my opinion, that doesn't really, really matter due to his speed. And he does show strength. He also has a couple of highlights of him blocking, so he's willing to block, which is really, really good because most of the time people don't put that in their film, but I like him in Barnett's film because they do show blocking in their film. So they could be used in other areas of the offense, if not special teams. Wheeler could possibly be also a new returner for us. I know he doesn't have a lot of tape on that, but due to his really good speed, I could see him being placed there just to check it out. So I'm really, really excited for these two running backs. I feel like they do a great job of putting their presence within the team, and they can also be, future starters that can help us out at the end of the day. So very excited for these guys. I recommend checking out their YouTube videos on Big Ten Junkies. It was really fun to watch their film on there, so I recommend checking it out. And also Huddle, I saw some of their other games when they were younger, so I recommend checking their film out. They do a great job of showing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like down below, and we're almost to 100, so help your boy out. So I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.